Hi, my name is Haley Connor, and this is my week one reflection for UNIV301. One of the most important lessons I learned in college was that honestly that I couldn't just kind of breeze through class and expect to get A's in high school. I felt like especially the last 2 years of high school, I kind of just had really easy classes and I just didn't really have to try super hard and either got like an A or like a high B. And I figured out in college pretty fast that it's gonna have to put like a little bit more effort in, a little bit more time like studying and stuff to make sure that I kept straight A's because straight A's was my goal for applying to nursing school. Um, my major takeaway from this was that I kind of learned how to study better and just kind of became a better student in like my study habits, time management, um, kind of getting in the hang of it because my high school experience was a little bit on the easy side. um, just because of the classes I picked and stuff, because I knew I was going in state, so I didn't do any like crazy APs or anything. Um, and I think this lesson helped me to just succeed in all of my classes and also that I am still able to be successful. It kind of taught me that I can do hard things when I put my mind to it. It's just a matter of the amount of effort that you have to put in sometimes. So for the second question, how the classes I've taken so far affirmed my interests. Um, I'm doing, I'm going into nursing school, hopefully. Not haven't found out if I got accepted yet, but I did apply. Um, and I think all the classes I took kind of affirmed my interest in this career path. Um, just taking classes in like sciences, especially like anatomy and physiology, because that's really closely related with like nursing school. And that was one of the most interesting classes to me. So I enjoyed that. And since I enjoyed that, that affirmed the career path I'd chosen so far. Um, Other classes like human development that I'm taking right now, um, microbiology, nutrition, it's just all really interesting to me. So they made me feel like I was on the right path. For the third question, how have my classes inspired my plans for future scholarly inquiry? I think one of my classes, or I guess there's two of them, that influenced me the most on like maybe something I could do for like an honors thesis project was my honors seminar, which I did like it was based on like mental health of women in like the early 19th century or the 20th century, late 19th century. So like early 1900s, late 1800s. And we read like a book and analyzed it about like women who were often just like put in psychiatric wards for like no reason, just like locked up and stuff. And that kind of inspired me to look into like maybe like specifically like women's health for a type of honors thesis project because we really haven't done a ton of scientific study on specifically women's health. Like it's kind of just became a thing like in the past 10 or 20 years that we're starting to focus on that. So I think that that would be interesting to go from like a women's health perspective because I want to do something healthcare related probably. Um, and also one of my classes that was just like introduction to healthcare professions. Um, that was for my medicine major before I switched to nursing. But that kind of inspired me as well because we talked a lot about like the cultural influences, like societal and social influences on health and healthcare. And that kind of solidified that I would want to maybe look into that type of thing, like the social influences on health, which would be things like gender, location, like where you grew up, your culture, those types of things. And for the final question, which of my gen ed classes have I gotten the most out of? Um, I think honestly the one I might have gotten the most out of was my gen ed that was like paranormal thinking, and it was basically we looked at paranormal phenomena like ghosts, spirits, demons, those types of things. But we looked at it from a lens of like making an argument and how to form an argument, what makes a good argument, how do you prove something, those types of things. And I think that just really helped me with like argumentative reasoning. And I've kind of used that like in daily life. Like we learned about a lot about like different fallacies in thinking and um, kind of just helped me figure out how to take a critical lens on things, especially things that you see like online or like in like the news or something, to be able to analyze that and be able to tell when there's some kind of fallacy going on or that it's not 100% true, things like that. And I think that's helped me with a lot of my other classes just to be able to like critically think better and also construct better arguments for my reasoning. That's kind of something that's important in all aspects of life. So that was like the lesson I learned from that class.